I'm finally off of work for 3 days. So I just clocked out and I'm headed out to the usual spot where I park, but I want to talk today a little bit about where I park and what spots are okay to park at and what spots are not okay to park at. Of course, I'm in Jackson, Wyoming, just outside of Jackson, Wyoming, and there's a lot of this area that's in a national park. I just pull over at a roadside pullout here to kind of show you here. This would be a spot that I would consider not okay to park at. There's no camping signs here. Can't really see the one in this roadside pullout, but I'll go to another one and show you a little bit more. The spot that I'm parking at is on national forest land. And it's completely legal. Now, it's only permitted to park there for 5 days in a row, and then you have to move around. So what I do is I'll park there just while I'm working. Alright, so here is a prime example of your typical roadside pullout here in the Grand Teton National Park. So with this view, it'd be super easy to want to camp out here for the night, and you probably could get away with it. But what the problem is that there are signs absolutely everywhere that say no camping. And there's so many pullouts and there's so many signs that say no camping. If you want to stay under the radar and not be bugged throughout the night, then you would respect those signs, just like I do. That's how, like, I've been living in this van off and on for like a lot of years, like 5, 6 years, and I've had maybe one knock, and yeah, that's just how I do it. I don't always park in places that are completely legal, I will say that, but they're not bothering anyone. I'm not bothering anyone, so they leave me alone. The locals, you want to keep the locals happy, always keep the locals happy, and then they won't call the authorities, they won't call anyone, they won't care that there's a van parked on some random street, not in front of anyone's house, or in a trailhead that overnight parking is allowed, but camping at the trailhead is not allowed. That's just another example. So when it comes to a place like this, I mean, come on. It's beautiful. Of course I want to camp here every single night. I respect that it's in a national park and I don't want to be bugged at night. So I go to a legal spot, especially if you're staying in a specific area for an extended period of time, like I am here throughout the winter, working here. Like close to a small town, I want to respect the locals and I want to respect the tourists that pass through this area as well. Now we're gonna head to the spot where I park when I'm at work and I don't want to be bothered. Yeah, these roads are definitely getting questionable and I'm sure this specific road isn't gonna stay open for much longer. I'll give it like 3 weeks max. The next storm is they're just gonna close the gates, and that's gonna be it. Here's another example right here of a place where not to park, and lo and behold, there's Cameron. That's funny. So I was just driving around looking for spots where not to park overnight, and bam, right there. No camping or sleeping in vehicles, even though you have this incredible view to look out over. Let's go say hi real quick. What up?
What's happening with it? I know you.
So I'm doing this video.
I'm editing one right now.
Nice. That's how we do it. Film, edit all day long.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm doing this video kind of showing where to park and where not to park in this area. And like this spot here has the no camping sign right there.
Right.
Would you camp here? No, it's not allowed, because even like the odds of us getting a knock or in any sort of issue, like the law enforcement will drive by, the odds of them stopping are very slim.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't care too much.
If they saw us parking here multiple nights in a row, there's an issue.
Yeah, maybe if you had a fire going, I mean, it's not
Yeah, if you had a fire going, if you're all spread out, if you have Class A RV and your pop outs are popped out, it's very obvious that you are camping there. But I mean, it's so easy to go to spots where it's so easy to go to spots that might not necessarily be legal, but it's totally okay. It's totally fine. You're not bothering the locals, you're not bothering the tourists, and you're not bothering the law enforcement. You gotta stay to yourself, don't spread out. If you're parking in town, don't spread out. Like, get ready for bed and then drive to the spot and then camp out. Sure, you're not gonna have a view like this, but I mean, there's ways around it here.
Reception out here.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Peace, dude.
See ya. All right, now we're gonna head to the spot that is okay. I think that's awesome that I ran into him. I had no idea he was parked there. He said he had a borrow service, so he's just trying to post a video, and I planned on like pulling out in that pullout anyway to show the sign and that you can't park there overnight. But yeah, and I saw his truck. I'm like, oh, it's perfect. Well, I saw a vehicle, so I like in the distance. I'm like, oh man, they're probably covering the sign. But and I saw it was Cameron, and then I got excited because yeah, no, he said he's gonna go out to the spot that I'm going to right now. So, you know, the local car and van dwellers, we kind of stick together out here. I've met quite a few of them, and a lot of them say that Vanlife out here in Jackson and the Teton range is very difficult in the winter because of the lack of forest roads and parking overnight. Home sweet home, here we are. I'm not gonna say the name of this place, but if you've been in this area before, I'm sure you know exactly where it is. This is where I've been staying. The views are just absolutely insane. You've got a porta potty that closed for the season, but you get a great view of pretty much the entire Teton range right here. There's plenty of snow, and I want to show you guys I'm gonna turn this off first. I'm gonna show you guys what the sign over here says. All right, this one doesn't really give me much information other than it's the Bridger-Teton National Forest, and take your stuff out and put out your fires and don't get attacked by, well, you know. And that's pretty much as simple as it gets. Don't park in spots that you're not welcome at. Don't get caught parking in spots that you're not supposed to park in. And when you just want to play it safe, park in a campground that's free and you stay there for 5 days before you have to leave and then come back and stay another 5 days. That's all it takes. It's as easy as that. If you see a no camping, no overnight camping, no overnight parking sign, don't park there. Keep the locals happy, keep the tourists happy, and you will not get a knock, and you'll be completely fine. Go camp, go sleep in your car, and sleep comfortably in your car. I'll see you guys tomorrow.